Hello dear students. Today in this video let's talk about another literary term, ballad, from Abrahams'A Glossary of Literary Terms. The main objectives of this chapter is to make you all to be able to define ballad and its kinds, and also to make you understand about the origin and the development of ballad. And now let's talk about the definition of a ballad. A ballad is a poem or a song which orally narrates a story in short stanzas, and these ballads have been transmitted orally among illiterate and partly literate people from one person to another and from one generation to another generation. And these traditional ballads doesn't have any kind of authorship, and they have been passed by the people orally from one generation to another. A ballad is a form of poetry, often a narrative poem which is set with music. And ballads were derived from the medieval French chanson ballade or ballad, which were originally dance songs in French. And some of the popular ballads even now in English literature narrate stories in dramatic version with condensed and impersonal style. And in English literature we can find three types of ballads. They are traditional ballad, broadside ballad, and literary ballad. Traditional ballad, known as an older form of ballad, is based upon folk art, and they are older in origin, and they doesn't have any kind of authorship of the poets. And these older ballads or traditional ballads which were transmitted orally from one person to another were the first time published in 1765 by Thomas Percy with the name of the collection Relics of Ancient English Poetry. And some of the famous traditional ballads which were later on printed by the poets are Ballad of John Henry, Tamlin, and Lord Randall, and others which are still have the unknown authorship. The second type of ballad is broadside ballad, and it's a descriptive or narrative poem or a song with a simple form and with a popular theme, with the intention to be sung or recited in public places or printed on broadside for the sale in the streets for the public. And the themes of these broadside ballads include a current event, a person, or an issue. And some of the famous broadside ballads in English literature are The Fox Hunting, a new song called Love in a Tub. Ballad in English literature is literary ballad. This literary ballad is a narrative poem, and it was created by a poet in imitation of form, language, and spirit of the old or traditional anonymous folk ballads. These literary ballads are more elaborative in structure and complex. The poet here retains some of the devices and conventions which were used in the traditional ballads with the narrative structure. The best examples for literary ballads in English literature are John Keats' La Belle Dame sans Merci, Thomas Hardy's During Wind and Rain, and others. Thank you.